Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Monday, July 28th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to recap probably the best day in the WNBA season we've seen so far from a betting perspective. Everything that should have happened basically did. We go 5-0 on spreads, 4-1 on over-unders, and then 1-2 on player props. Combine all of that, and you get 10-3 on the day, bringing our season record to 204 and 181. We are flying into the profit. All right, I'm going to recap these games, and we'll get on to the 2 games and 2 player props we have for tomorrow. Game number 1, it was the Connecticut Sun plus 6.5. We also had the over 156. You can toss away the points because they don't matter. The Connecticut Sun were winning this game through and through. Final score, Connecticut 95, Golden State Valkyries 64. Golden State's largest lead of the game was 2. I think they led 2-0, and then absolutely nothing happened after that. This was just an absolute WWE smackdown. Connecticut 53% from the field, 41% from deep. Golden State 34% from the field, 28% from deep. Tina Charles had 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not to mention she only played 18 minutes. Marina Mabrey dropped 15, Bria Hartley with 15, J.C. Sheldon with 13 off the bench. Golden State Valkyries, they're screwed. They don't have any size. Tiff Hayes went 0 of 8 from the field today. Kate Martin off the bench went 3 of 11. Ami here off the bench, 1 of 7. They're just not any good. So we are about to fade the Valkyries every single time they play, probably until they are home again. Next game, Indiana Fever at the Chicago Sky. Fever win this one pretty easily. It got greasy towards the later half of the third quarter, but then the Fever pulled it back. Final score, Indiana 93, Chicago 78. They actually played better than I expected. The main star here, Kelsey Mitchell, she dropped 35 points, 12 of 19 from the field, 7 of 10 from deep. She was unconscious. Aaliyah Boston double-double, 14, 11, and 6. Ari McDonald, 10, 2, and 4. You had Michaela Timpson off the bench, dropped 14, 4, and 1. Natasha Howard didn't do nothing, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 3 assists. I think she was hurt. Cunningham went 1 of 6, she didn't do nothing. That was about it on their team. Chicago Sky, the only bright spot was Rachel Banham, 26 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 6 of 11 from deep. When she gets hot, she does not miss. A walking bucket. It's too bad the rest of her team is horrible, as the Sky lose by 15. Next game, Las Vegas Aces, we backed them, and they actually decided to play good basketball. Las Vegas 106, Dallas Wings 80. Weird game here. We'll talk about Asia now. So, Asia Wilson was not the first, second, or third leading scorer on the Aces team today. I don't think I've ever said that statement before, ever. First leading scorer, Jackie Young, scoring 24. Second leading scorer, Jewel Lloyd off of the bench, I may add, dropping 20. Then you had Kirsten Bell drop 19 points. Kirsten's previous games, she played 12 minutes, 4 minutes, 1 minute, 8 minutes. Today, she touches the starting lineup, scores 19 points on 21 minutes played. This is actually a shout out to Becky Hammond. Looks like they've been trying stuff in practice and thinking about how they can actually get their rotation to play better. The answer is just go with size as they start Nalissa Smith at the center, Asia at the power forward, and then they slide Kirsten into the 3 spot. She is big. She's 6'2", 175 pounds, listed on ESPN. That is bigger than most shooting guards you're going to find. So, shout out to the Aces. Asia did miss her PRA, but, I mean, when Kirsten Bell is dropping 19 points, it's kind of tough to hit your PRA over. Next game, Phoenix Mercury -7, under 166.5. This looked horrible at halftime as they were down 4 points, and Washington scored 46 in the first half. Then I don't know what they talked about in the halftime or if it's just Washington's legs on the second half of a back-to-back gave out. Washington only scores 26 points in the second half. The Mercury win this game 88-72. Alyssa Thomas had another MVP type of performance, 27 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Kalia Copper did not play well. Natasha Mack played well. She went 10 and 6, 5 of 6 from the field. Juana Bonner didn't do nothing. Satu Sabli 15, 5 and 3. But really, it was the Alyssa Thomas show for the Mystics. Brittany Sykes, 25 minutes, 0 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. That's got to be probably the worst game of her career. 0 of 6 from the field. You can also throw in 2 turnovers. So, yeah, she was not having a fun day. Shout out to the Mercury. They win by 16. Next game, I called the money line here. Atlanta Dream plus 8.5. Throw that out the window. They won on the money line. Also the over, 158.5. Final score, Atlanta 90, Minnesota Lynx 86. I should have taken Brittany Griner's props. I was hyping her up and I didn't. Instead, I went Alicia Gray. She did not hit her PRA over. And that's because the rest of the team just played really well. Brittany Griner, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Jordan Canada, 18, 4 and 3. Shatori Walker Kimbrough off the bench, 12, 1 and 1. Naz Hamilton, 7, 9 and 2. Bree Jones, 7, 3 and 2. The entire team just played phenomenal. Minnesota, you had Nafisa Collier drop 32, 8 and 7. 14 of 18 from the field. A ridiculous performance, and you still lose. Kayla McBride, 2 of 9. That's not good. They didn't really get much bench production. Lana Smith left with an injury. Bree Carlton went 0 of 3. They got to get Bridget Carlton out of the starting lineup. They have to start playing Jessica Shepard off the bench. It just doesn't work with Carlton. I don't see any offensive production from her at all this season. What is she shooting? She's 40% from the field, but you just never realize she's on the court. All right. And finally, we had Marina Mabry over points, 13.5. This was close. She finished the game with 15. She did not play any minutes in the fourth quarter. She had 20 minutes played, 15 points, 6 of 13 from the field. So she took the most shot attempts out of anyone on the Connecticut Sun team. Am I surprised? No, because she will just chuck them. Our losers, we had the under 160.5 in the Chicago Sky game. Not too mad about this one. I mean, the unders without Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins have been hitting at a ridiculous clip, so it's kind of just a must bet. They allowed Indiana to score 93, and then Rachel Banham went for 26 points. So you're never hitting an under when that happens. Asia Wilson, I think I am retiring, taking her PRA for at least a week or two. She hasn't hit it in 3 games in a row. It would appear as though they're moving the ball around a lot better on offense. I mean, if Jackie's getting 24, Jewel's getting 20, Kirsten Bell's getting 19, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 6 players in double digits scoring on their offense. Yes, it was against the Dallas Wings, but yeah, I think I'm retiring, taking Asia. And then Alicia Gray, PRA over 26.5, never stood a chance. I think she finished with 16. Let me double check. She finished with, 15. She went 6 of 17 from the field, so she still shot the ball a ton. 0 of 4 from deep. I mean, you would have had to have her go even 4 of 4 from deep. She hits this. She would have had to have been perfect from 3, but never really stood a chance. Only had 15 PRA. All right, that's the recap. Let me get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game we got is the Seattle Storm and the Connecticut Sun. If you realize the WNBA, another masterclass job by them. I don't know why they keep doing this, but here we are. 2 teams are back at home playing back-to-back games. Why? I don't know. It makes no sense. Either way, the Sun somehow absolutely schmacked the Golden State Valkyries the previous day. They've already beaten the Seattle Storm team this year. Now they're catching double digits at home. Plus 11.5 is ridiculous. Storm 15 and 11 on the year. They did just lose a road game to the Mystics where they lost 59-69. They've already played the Sun 3 times this year. I think this is their last meeting. They are 1-2 straight up and then 0-3 against the spread. They've laid 19.5 points, I think 16.5 points, and then 13.5 points. They have not covered any of them. This team is just their kryptonite. Gabby Williams has been atrociously bad recently. Erica Wheeler has also not been good. They just have not been playing decent basketball for probably around the last 2 to 3 weeks. And now the Sun have Marina Mabrey back. Like I said, Sun just beat the Valkyries by 31. Not a typo. They absolutely torched them. They shot 53% from the field. They forced Golden State into 24 turnovers. And I watched the first half of that game. It wasn't just fluky turnovers. They were playing legitimate defense. Tina Charles putting up peak Tina Charles numbers. Marina Mabrey and everyone else on the court can just chuck it really whenever they want to. If the Sun were ever going to win back-to-back games, this is probably the only spot they can do it the rest of the season. Give me Connecticut plus double digits. Give me the over 158.5. Next game we got, it is the New York Liberty headed to Dallas. I'm going to take the Liberty minus 8.5. I'm also going to take the over 167.5. Pretty interesting game here. A few injury news pieces we have to talk about. Wings, they're on a back-to-back. They just let Kirsten Bell score 19 points on them. Liberty, they just lost a home game to the Sparks where they let them score 101. So we should be seeing an absolute ton of points. I'm still surprised as to why this over is so low. Not sure why that's going on. Liberty, they have Stewie listed as questionable for this game. The line is indicating that Stewie's not going to play. I mean, if Brianna Stewart was actually going to suit up, then this line should be 12.5 to 13.5. I see no reason as to why it shouldn't be that high. So that means she's probably not playing. Therefore, it is going to be Sabrina, Natasha Cloud, Jonquel Jones. It's going to be them on repeat. So I don't see how anyone's slowing them down. This Wings team plays zero defense. Wings, they just lost at home to the Aces, 106 to 80. Paige Beckers did not play in that game. She should be suiting up today. I guess they just don't want her playing back-to-backs right now. No real reason for her to. You're not going to make the playoffs. The season's basically done already for them. Keep her healthy. You'll get a good draft pick for the next year, and then you try to remake the roster a little bit and be better. Dejanay Carrington did play the previous game. I'd assume she doesn't play this game, or if she does, it's limited minutes because she's coming off of an injury. Not really sure how they're going to work that, but I would not play her. Either way, I'd be shocked if we don't see like 175 plus points here. Liberty should be able to name their score. If they want to touch 100, they should be able to. Wings play no defense. Give me the Liberty. Give me the over. Hold on, let me double check this over number. That seems too low. Okay, hold on. All right, I have updated the total number. I must have gotten that line right when it dropped. At the time of me recording the video, the live over is now 169.5. So that is what I will be taking it at for video purposes. I knew 167.5 was too low. Anything above 175 is too low, to be honest with you. But that is the correction there. So it is 169.5. Still taking the over. The spread stayed the same. Still Liberty minus 8.5. All right, now we got 2-player props. Neither of them have lines. These lines probably aren't going to be out till tomorrow morning since, again, we have 2 back-to-back games here. They're not going to be out for a bit. First one, we're taking Sabrina, taking her points, rebounds, and assists over. Like I said, Stewie most likely out of this game. It's going to be Jonquel, Sabrina, and Natasha Cloud getting literally all of the looks. You'll get the occasional Leona Fibic a spot, but no, not really. Previous game, she put up 22 shot attempts while grabbing 8 rebounds and 6 assists, and that was against a Sparks team who's probably going to play a little bit more defense than this Wings team. She'll be able to get any shot she wants. She's most likely going to have Paige on her. Paige don't move or play any defense, so this should be a feast for Sabrina. Next person I'm taking, Marina Mabrey. I'm going to run back her points, but this time I'm going to add assists to it. I think she had 4 or 5 assists today. Sun were moving the ball well, so I'm going to continue taking her. Tina Charles, she only played 18 minutes in the previous game, so she might actually be set to go for this back-to-back, but normally you're not going to play a veteran like Tina in a back-to-back many minutes, so we'll see what happens there. But either way, Marina Mabrey has the green light to chuck up whatever shots she wants. In her 2 games back, she has put up 12 and 13. In the 13 she put up the previous game, she did not play in the fourth quarter. So with fourth quarter minutes, she's going to be able to put up 15 plus. So whatever her points and assist number is, it is not going to be high enough. Give me Marina Mabry, PA, over whatever it is. All right, that's going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.